Hello, art learners. So you are still going to do art magic with Miss Russ, and then you have Mrs. Barlow, who's going to be here for the rest of the school year. Do not worry. We are going to do your WOW projects just like normal, what you've already started. We're going to start with art magic just like normal. Then I will go into what you're working on today. Okay, so knowing that we're going to get to it, let's do our art magic first. So right now in your sketchbook, you need to make sure that you are on page, Miss Russ has to get a marker to work, page 8. On page 8, it is day 13. Now, for some reason, you have something in this box. Remember, just try and find space off to the side or maybe down at the bottom so that you can get yourself back on track. Okay, we are now going to learn how to draw places. And when you draw places, the first thing that you want to draw is the horizon line. So right here, we can see the horizon line goes all the way across. So we're going to do something called drawing through, and we're going to draw our horizon line all the way across. All right, you now have our horizon line drawn all the way across your paper. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the stuff in the background, the stuff that's in the very, very far back. Well, for that, we have two pyramids right here. We have two pyramids. So to draw our first one, because it's the easiest one to draw, well, we can break that down into a shape, okay? So we're drawing what's in the back, and then we're going to draw the shape. Well, I see a triangle, so I'm going to draw a triangle. So on your paper right now, go ahead and draw a triangle. Now we know, look, is my triangle exactly like that one? No, we are sketching. When we sketch, our job is to go quickly and to not erase. This is not our art, this is practice, this is warm up, just like in PE, how we run laps in the beginning. This is us just warming up our art muscles. All right, the next shape I see in the back is I have another two set of triangles. These ones go together, so I'm gonna go up and over and down, and then I'm going over. Go ahead and make yours look like mine. All right, now we have the Sphinx to draw, and I will tell you a little bit about the Sphinx once I put a little bit on the paper. So I'm going to start now that I've drawn the background, I'm going to draw the foreground, or what's in front, or what's at the bottom of the paper. So again, once I know where I'm going to draw it, I'm now looking for shapes. I see two ovals, so I'm going to draw two ovals. Okay? Once I've done that, the next thing I see is kind of this wiggly line, almost makes a shape. So I'm going to draw in that wiggly line. Next thing I see is there are like two paws that extend and they're really long on the Sphinx. So I'm going to go ahead and draw those in really long, really long. All right. Going kind of quickly with me, we're now going to move on to the next shape I see. It's like almost a half circle. Do you see that? So I'm going to draw in my half circle. Okay. Now, the next shape that I see that's in the front, it's kind of a weird shape where the head goes, right? It's like this weird circle and then there's bits coming off. So I got to draw that. There's two bits that come up top, and it's like out. Oh, now that line wasn't where I want it. Do I erase it? Nope, I leave it and I move on. I'm going to move this a little bit closer so you guys can see. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, that's better. Okay, the next piece I have is that long back extension. So it's going all the way this way. And then this comes down and goes all the way this way. And then it connects. Now, this, just like when we drew faces, does this look like the details I see over there? No, it doesn't. Artists draw their structure and then they can go in and add details. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little time. I'm going to erase this with my hand because Miss Russ does not have something else to erase with. It's going to erase this off. I'm going to move you closer, and I want you to take time on your drawing right now to go ahead and see if you can't add in some of those details. Let's see if I can get even better. Oh, see if you can't draw in some of those details. While you're drawing in those details, I'll tell you about this. So we do not know the artist that made it. We do know that they were probably enslaved, so they didn't really want to do this. They just had to do it. This was made by a pharaoh, and it's called the Great Sphinx of Gaza. No, Giza, not Gaza, Miss Russ. Then it's made of sandstone, so that's part of why it's worn away here, is because over time it's been eroded. And then this is from Egypt, so I know it's a little blurry, but if you can kind of see, here's us over here. And then all the way across over in Africa is Egypt, and that is where the pyramids are located. All right, let's dive in and talk about what you're doing today. Oh, you guys are so patient with Miss Russ as she moves stuff. Okay, so what I want you to do is turn to the very front of your sketchbook. The very, very front. Now on the very front of your sketchbook, what you are going to notice is that Miss Russ's tabs are missing to hold this up. Okay, you guys are all done with our first WOW project, right? Your next WOW project is what we're working on. I need you to think inside your brain, what was I working on last time? And I'm going to have Mrs. B pause this video, and I want you to spend a good minute going through your sketchbook, going through here and figuring out what was I working on. Am I finishing experimenting? Am I finishing planning my art? What signatures do I have? What signatures do I need? Okay, you now have taken a minute and you have thought, you have talked to friends, you have figured this out. What do I need to do? If I don't have an experimentation signature, did I finish this? Do I need to go take it and show it to the teacher? What do I need to do? If I have an experimentation signature, then I need to plan my art. Now, if you are younger, you're like, Miss Russ, I drew last time. I've already planned my art and I drew it out. That's great. You guys are working on your art and we're adding color today. And I will explain what to do in a second, but I'm going to talk to the older kids for just a minute. Okay, so older students. Just like with Miss Russ, when you come see the teacher, if you need help, 1, you have to take a number. 2, look at Miss Russ's finger. It's all gross because I wiped it off on the board. Focus, Miss Russ. Okay, so 1, I grab a number. 2, I remember that I have to bring my sketchbook and I have to bring my level sheet or my art. Okay? Then with my number, I can ask my question. Mrs. B has all the clipboards. She just needs to know your number, and then she'll know what you already signed up for. She has all the papers that you need. She has all the little stickers that you need. But you are going to need to be just a little bit patient with us, because if you've kind of forgotten what you worked on or where things are at, it could take us a little bit of time to get that organized. So thank you so much for being kind and patient as we help to make sure you're taken care of. The thing that you can do is try and think inside your brain and remember for yourself so that you're only going for signatures, not just for questions because you forgot. Okay, now that we know that we've done our art magic, now that we know that we have taken time to remember in our brain what we are working on, now that we know what we're doing, your teacher is going to dismiss you by center, okay? So first we're going to have the students who are at architecture go, get their stuff out. Littles, you're going to stay, and instead your teacher will take the folder over and she's going to call the names of everyone that's sitting at the yellow table or at the drawing table. She'll next call painting or anyone that had their artwork in the orange table. Then she will call out the red table or anyone that was doing printmaking. Next, she will call out sculpture people to go get their art out. After that, she will call out the blue table or mixed media. And then lastly, she will call out technology. Just like with Miss Russ, she's not going to answer, she's going to set the timer for about 2 or 3 minutes. She's not going to answer any questions until she kind of helps to make sure everything got out of the door and everyone is settled. Once everyone is settled, just like with Miss Russ, she's going to sit down at the help desk and then she will start going through the numbers. Littles, you guys will have all your different, like if you pick markers, you'll have markers already at your table. If you pick paint, you'll already have paint at your table. And you are adding color today. When we add color, just remember, we leave no white space. We cover the whole area with color, and we try as best we can to stay inside our spaces so that everyone can see our beautiful art when we're done. All right. Just like with Miss Russ, the 3-minute timer will go off to let you know there are 3 more minutes. Once that happens, there won't be any more questions. And then just like with Miss Russ for cleanup, you will come back to the mat Cleanup directions will be given, and then you will go clean your centers. Happy art learning. Bye, guys.